Hey there, I'm Rainey Howard, and welcome to the Health, Wealth, and Love webinar. I'm super excited to share this first video with you and just to get into the topic more. And I just want you to take a moment to imagine yourself. Imagine you having this healthy, happy, abundant life, being just so energetic, having the love you desire and you dreamed of, having the relationships you desire. Imagine yourself having the finances you desire, making the money you've always wanted to make. Imagine yourself having that career, not being afraid to take risks, not being afraid to go after the opportunities and the things that you know God has placed in your heart for you to do and you've always wanted to do, but you've been afraid to just go for it. Imagine you having all the confidence you need and feeling so good about yourself. So I want you to imagine that, because that's what the Health, Wealth, and Love seminar is going to do to inspire you and empower you to live your best life. So I want to get into some things and just to get you to expand your mind, to open up and envision yourself doing those things that you've always wanted to do. So think about it, your dreams, your goals. Maybe you wanting to lose weight. Maybe you want to stop living paycheck to paycheck and get a better paying job, or make more money, or save, or buy a house. Maybe you want to find the love of your life and you've been struggling and you've been single, or maybe you're in a marriage right now and the marriage isn't going the way you envisioned it to go when you said I do. Maybe things are just falling apart and you don't know how to get that relationship up and to get the passion back and get the love back. I want you to imagine yourself having all of that and experiencing all of that, the abundance of life, health, wealth, and love. You know, I just want to say, one of the things that I've experienced so much in my life, and I've had much success as a best-selling author, earning over 6 figures in my online business, being able to reach people, make a difference in the world through my nonprofit organization, being able to connect with so many people all over the world. I've experienced great financial success. I've also been able to lose over 35 pounds on a health and fitness plan, you know. And you know, the crazy thing about it, there was a time when I thought I could never lose the weight I wanted to lose. I remember just seeing how hard it was for me to just lose 2 pounds. So in my mind, I thought, oh, it would be impossible for me to be the actual weight I desired. So lost over 35 pounds, learned how to eat healthy for my body, learned how much exercise I needed in a day, and just began to put a plan together. And not only that, but I've been able to successfully embrace the love of my life, my husband. We've been married for over 15 years now, going on 16 at the recording of this video. And you know, the great thing about it is we have been through so much, actually, so much, and I write about our relationship in my book, When God Sent My Husband. But it's been such a blessing, and I can say our marriage is so blessed to the point to where we're now pouring into other marriages, and we're now coaching other couples, and we have a love talk event we host every year. We have marriage groups in our home. We open up our home for married couples. We're planning a marriage retreat. So we've experienced so much because we've invested so much in our marriage and in our love, that now we're pouring into others. So I can say that I am at a place in my life where I'm truly experiencing health, wealth, and love, and a great in a great, amazing way. And I just want to share what I've learned and share how I've been able to apply certain principles to my life and see my life change. I mean, transform. It's amazing. It's amazing how much my life has transformed just from me applying these principles and these strategies into my life. Because I wasn't always in this place. Don't get me wrong. I was not always, successful financially, successful in my health, successful in my relationship. That was not always the case. I wasn't always married. There was a time when I was single. So let me just first say that. And even in marriage, there has been challenges that we had to overcome. So I haven't always been at this place, but I know now. I learned some wisdom, principles, and some strategies and some tips, and through my spiritual growth, through my mental growth, and even my physical strength and exercise, I've been able to apply these principles into my life and see my life change. Because there was a point in time when I was depressed, when I was stressed, when I had health issues, when I was going to the doctor, didn't know what was wrong with me. I was overweight. I was tired all the time, always sleepy, didn't have any energy, didn't know what was wrong. And so, in that sense. And then there was also a time when I had financial issues, I struggled financially. I lived paycheck to paycheck. I struggled with, saving and investing, and how to invest, and what's the proper way to save, and what to do, what not to do, how to spend, just learning how to be a better manager over all of the resources God has given me. It was a process. So I'm excited to share it with you. But first, let's get into it. Let's get into this first video training. When it comes to your health, wealth, and your love, it all starts with your mind. I want you to think about that. Because a lot of people, some people know that, but they ignore it. Some people don't take it serious. And some people don't know, but really it starts with your mind. Success in your finances, success in your health, success in fitness and weight loss, success in your relationships. It starts with your mind. So I want you to think that. Health, wealth, love starts in your mind. So let's just pretend this is our face. It starts in your mind. It starts in your mind. Hope you can see that. I see my words. Oh, okay, so it starts in your mind. So I want you to think about that. There's a scripture that says, as a man thinks, so is he. As you think, as you comprehend, that's who you become. So as you think, so you become. So it starts in your mind. Let's see if you guys can see this. Actually, I'm going to start another page. Okay. Your thoughts. Your thoughts create your words. Your thoughts create your words. What you think, you start thinking it, you begin to speak it. You think it, you speak it. You think it, you speak it. Your thoughts create your words, okay? And guess what your words create? Anybody? No. Your words create your action. Your thoughts create your words, and your words create your action. All right? You speak it, you begin to do it. You begin to act on what you say. You act on what you say. You think it, you speak it, you act on what you say. Your action creates, now this is really important, your habits. Your actions create your habits. So as you think, you speak, you act. And as the action that you continue to consistently apply in your life becomes your habits. All right? So think about this. What you think, it becomes, it creates emotions. You begin to feel what you think. Just think about it. If you think something bad, like, oh, that's sad. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I'm tired. When you think this, when you think, oh, I'm tired. Oh, I'm sick. Oh, I'm sad. You begin to feel that way. So, that's why I always tell people, be careful what you say, what you think, because what you think and you say, you begin to act on it. Even unconsciously, you may not even understand, subconsciously in your subconscious mind, you are acting the way you think. And oftentimes what you slip out and say, you're not always paying attention to your words, but they're coming from your thoughts. So when you think some way, if you thinking something, you will have the emotions and you start to feel that way. And guess what? As you think it and you feel like it, you start behaving that way. So let's think about this for a minute when it comes to health, wealth, and love. If in your health, you're really thinking, man, I really want to get healthy. I want to eat better. I want to lose weight. Some of you may feel like you're too small. You need to gain weight and be healthier. Or maybe you feel like you need to gain muscle. So in your thought, in your mind, and if you think defeat, like, oh, I'm not healthy. Oh, I'm not strong. Oh, I'm overweight. If you think that way, you're going to feel overweight. You're going to feel unhealthy. You're going to feel weak. And then you're going to behave that way. You're going to behave like someone who thinks they're overweight. If you think you're overweight, you behave that way. And that's how life happens. It's a cycle. I'm going to go ahead and go to the next sheet so you guys can see this. But it really is a cycle. It starts, see this circle, you can see that circle. That circle, that circle, okay? Now, it starts off, this is what you think. What you think. So, what you think, this is how you feel. And this is what you do. So this is your behavior. All right? So this is how it goes. Now, notice these arrows are pointing to each other. What you think is how you feel. How you feel is what you think. What you think is what you do, and what you do is what you think, and what you do is how you feel. And it circulates. It's a constant circle. So it starts with your mind. If you want to get healthy, if you want to be a better steward over your finances, if you want to have better relationships, it starts with your mind. When it comes to people with lack of confidence, lack of self-esteem, just self-image is bad. that affects, if you believe that you can't, if you believe that you're incapable, oh, I can't lose weight, oh, it's just too hard, oh, I can't find, no one's gonna love me, oh, I'm single, oh, I've been hurt, I'm afraid of getting in a relationship. If you feel this way, this is what you are constantly feeling, you're thinking it, and then you behave it. You begin to operate. Your life becomes that. Your actions reflect it, and your habits, and you create habits that become who you are, your character. And so your life begins to be a total manifestation of your thoughts. And it starts with your thoughts. So I want to encourage you to get to identifying what have you been thinking? What have you been thinking? And begin to analyze that, because that is going to determine how far you go in growing in your health, wealth, and love life. It starts with your thoughts. So I want you to do that. I want you to think about that. I want you to start thinking about that. And I hope you're taking notes and you're really, taking this in, because, this year, 2019, you may have some goals, you have some things you want to do, you have some things you want to accomplish. And I know the other years you've had goals and things you want to do, and some people create New Year's resolutions and they want new things to happen. But guess what? If you don't change your thoughts, if you don't transform who you are on the inside, you're going to continue to get the same results you got last year and the year before if you don't do something different in your mind. I love the scripture, just as a man thinketh, so is he. Renew your mind. When you renew your mind, you allow your life to transform. So what have you been thinking? Positive thoughts create positive actions. Positive actions create positive outcomes. You want to change your outcome. You want better results. You want to get fit. You want to get in shape. You want to find the love of your life. You want to get your money together. Okay, so guess what? You got to change your thoughts. And that's where we're starting. You got to change your thoughts. Now, let me tell you something. When you're in a place where, let's say, things aren't going right. Let's say you've been struggling financially. Things just not going right. Money just not going right. Bills are piling up. You have more bills than income. You're trying to figure out, should you file bankruptcy? Don't know how to get out of debt. Your job is not doing so well. Let's say financially you're struggling. Okay? In order for you to start to pull yourself out of that, you're going to have to start being grateful. Now, I know you may think, what? Really? That's it? Just be grateful? Oh, that sounds so simple. How is that going to make a difference? How is that going to change? Let me tell you something. It is powerful. Gratitude, you will be surprised. And I'm going to tell you something. There are a lot of things that successful people apply in their life, and they get powerful results because of that. Gratitude is one of those big things. See, you got to learn how to look at your current situation and find something to be grateful for. I don't know what's going on in your health. I don't know what's going on in your finances and your relationship, but I bet you can find something to be grateful for. Even the fact that you have enough money to buy yourself a meal, or I have enough money to at least have a shelter over my head, or at least you have a job, because some people don't have a job. There is something to be grateful for. Even if you only have $5 in your bank account, you can take that $5 and say, thank you. I am grateful for this $5. Because when I tell you, when you begin to apply gratitude to your life, to your situations, no matter what your condition is, no matter how things look right now, when you begin to start applying gratitude, you're going to see big change. You're going to see big transformation. So you got to do it. You got to do it. You got to begin to find, even in that marriage, if you're in a marriage and it's suffering and you're having problems, you got to begin to be grateful for something. There is something that you can be grateful for in your marriage. And you need to think about it. And you need to hold on to that. Because gratitude creates peace of mind. I'm going to show you. Here's gratitude. It starts up here. All right? Gratitude I don't know if you guys can see that because of this light. I'm going to write it higher. It says wise choice. Okay. All right. Now, when you first begin to be grateful and thankful for your situation, when you begin to apply gratitude to your situation, it leads to a peace of mind. And as you begin to be thankful, even in the situation, even though bills coming out, you don't know where the money's coming from. You don't know how you're going to get it. You don't know how you're going to pay for it. You just be grateful. God, I thank you for the opportunity to even have this position, to even have this career, to even have this money. Thank you for my family. Thank you for the husband that I do have, even though we're having issues, we're having some tough time. We're going through some tough times right now. I thank you for this person. I thank you. Even though they were wrong and they did me wrong, I'm going to be grateful that, you know what, they taught me something. They may not be they may not be treating me the best or doing what's right for me, but I'm learning some things. I'm growing because of this situation, and I'm thankful and I'm grateful for this situation. Okay? As you begin to change your mind and start being grateful, even in the situation you don't like, even in a situation that's not favorable to you, it's going to create a positive, a peace of mind. Now, it's important that you get your mind right for prosperity in your health, wealth, and your love life. So it starts with a peace of mind. You got to get your mind in peace. So as you begin to be grateful, then it leads you into a peace of mind. Then that leads you into making wise decisions. And I think about the scripture when they brought him the 2 loaves of bread, the 2 loaves of bread and the 5 fish, or the 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. I can't remember which one it was, but when they brought it to him, the first thing he did was he blessed it and thanked God, because they were looking at, oh, we don't have enough to feed the multitude. All we have is this. So take what you have, even though it's little, it's not a lot. Take what you have, be grateful, bless it, and thank God for the situation. It's some way that you can thank God. Even if you're in debt, even though you feel like, man, I don't have the finances right now to pay this off, but I'm thankful that whatever it is you're in debt to, I'm thankful that I'm in a position to where I have a sound mind and I know all things are possible. And I'm going to be thankful even in this place, because God has called me to be a lender and not a borrower, a head and not the tail, above and not beneath. So I'm going to walk as if I'm already operating in that. And I'm going to have a thankful mind, a grateful mind, and that's going to lead me into a peace of mind, which is going to lead me into making wise decisions. And so therefore, my decisions, my mind is at peace. I'm more clear. I can think straight. See, when you're stressed, When you're ungrateful, it's hard for you to think straight because you're all over the place and you don't know what to do and you're confused and it's too much going on. But when you stop and you say, I am going to be thankful, I'm going to be grateful, that's going to lead you into peace of mind. That's going to lead you into making wise decisions, and that's going to lead into positive outcomes. Positive outcomes. And that is abundance. That's abundance. That is abundance. So I want you to think about that. I want you to think about how you can start making change in your life, how you can start changing your mindset, transforming your mind, thinking higher, thinking greater, thinking bigger than where you are now. I'm going to show you one more thing. When it comes to you growing in your health, wealth, and love life, you got to raise your standards. Hope you guys can see that well. It starts with you raising your standards. As you raise your standards, you're going to begin to change your mind. Change your mind. You think higher. You think bigger. You have higher thoughts. You have higher ways. You're not limited to your old way of thinking because your old way of thinking is on a certain level. So let's look at it like this. Let's say, can you see this? Okay, let's say this is where you are right now. This is where life has you. You know, you were born and raised into your family. Your family had a certain mindset. They thought a certain way. Draw some legs. They thought a certain way. They told you, you know, go to college or take out this loan or take out this credit card, or you picked up some habits that brought you to this place, whether it's in your health, your wealth, or your finances, but really you want to be here. This is where you want to be. You want to be higher. You're right here, but you're looking to be here. Just imagine if every year you could grow 10% more in your intellect, in your wisdom, in your health, in your finances, in your marriage, in your relationship. Just think if you grew more, if your love got stronger, if your health got better, if you got more energetic, if you got to a place where you began to accept yourself more and embrace who God created you to be more, and you elevated financially, you elevated in your business, you elevated in your career, and so you grew. See, this is where I want to begin to challenge my followers, my supporters, and my clients and my customers. I want to challenge you to grow yourself. I want to challenge you to be better and to strive for better each and every day. It's a constant day. It's a constant growth. It's a consistent way of you being higher. So you're raising your standards. You're no longer settling for negative relationship, negative talk, negative drama, people who just want to talk about other people and they're not really elevating in their life, because really those people are actually holding you down, whether you know it or not. You think, oh, we just engaged in a conversation, we're talking about somebody else, but you don't realize as you do that, it affects you. It affects your life. It affects your finances. And now I have to go in deep, but it's real. It would take me to go deeper in this training to really explain it to you, but it affects your finances. It affects your health. It affects how other people see you, because let me tell you something. There's a law called the law of attraction, and what you put out, you receive. So if you're constantly giving negative talk, drama, if you're constantly gossiping and talking about other people, it comes back to you. You don't be realizing, like, what's wrong with me? Why is this going on? Why is that going on? What is this happening? Don't even realize you are reaping something that you put out. So you want to raise your standards. You want to raise your standards in your health. And in order to raise your standards, you got to have higher thoughts. You got to begin, as you begin to go up, you got to think up. You cannot limit yourself to the old way of thinking, or you'll stay here. And then the years and years will pass by and you'll never get to that place because your mindset is actually taking you down, because the way you live in your life, your health, the food that you're eating, your daily habits, not being active, not being social, not meeting new people, not having relationships, not growing your finances and learning about investing in your money and saving. So you go down. And people don't realize why when they get older they go down. You don't have to go down just because you're getting older. You can get better. You know, you can actually get better. You can actually begin to feel more energetic. And I can tell you now, just from me working out and becoming more healthy and losing the weight that I've lost, I feel so much more younger than I did last year. Actually, as a matter of fact, I feel better than I did, in high school. I wasn't this active and energetic, and I feel so great. And I can tell you, as you begin to improve your life, you're going to reap the benefits of improving your life, but you got to be willing to go higher. You got to be willing to raise your standards, and it starts with you. So let's go here, because we talked about high standards. It starts with you. You want to get higher in your character and your standards. I want to go ahead and address some of the questions you may be dealing with. You may be thinking in your mind, you may be like, well, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. This all sounds good. I do want to get my mind right, but I don't know where to start. When I tell you, as you begin to apply principles, as you begin to apply strategies daily, consistently to your life, consistently, your mind is going to begin to transform. When I tell you, and as it transforms, you're going to make better decisions when it comes to your finances. See, you are living paycheck to paycheck and you're struggling financially because you had different habits. So don't get caught up in your current situation. I tell people that all the time. And there's an affirmation that I say all the time. I don't rely on people and conditions for my good. God is the source of my supply. And God creates his amazing good in my life now. I speak that affirmation. I declare that over my life. And it's important to me to not depend on my current condition, or not look or get distracted by my current condition, or not depend on what people are doing and what they're saying. And even if it's, people that are in my family, sometimes you got to shut them off and say, hey, I gotta move forward. So I don't do that. So I want you to do that. I want you to not look at your current condition. You may be thinking, well, I lost hope. I gave up on love. I've been hurt. I've been heartbroken. This happened to me. That happened to me. As you not look at your current condition and your past situation, you gotta move up. You got to have higher thoughts. See, those thoughts of, oh, I don't have hope. I don't have any hope in love. Oh, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, it's hard to stay motivated and exercise and eat right. It's hard. And see, you got to have higher thoughts. So if you're thinking that, that's why you've been here. But as we go higher and we raise our standards, all of that will change. I'm going to share one quick tip that I do when it comes to money that I want to encourage you guys to consider. One of the things I do when it comes to money, there are save, give, invest, This is how I organize my money. And this says 10%. So if you're struggling like how to start getting your money organized, start with taking your money, your income, save 10%, give 10%, invest 10%. Why? Because it's important that money circulates. It's important that you don't just hoard. And see, I've been extreme before in the past where I thought, oh, I'm just gonna hoard I'm gonna just save my money. I'm not gonna do nothing with it. I'm just gonna let it pile up, and then see where it, then I'll do something later or whatever. That's not wise. That's not helpful. That is it's actually comparable to someone who's saying, I want to lose weight, so I'm just not going to eat. And yeah, you're going to lose weight because you're not eating, but it's not healthy for you. So when you just not do nothing with your money and you just hoard your money and not circulate your money, it ends up being unhealthy for you. It's unhealthy for your heart. So it's good to have balance. It's good to put some money aside for a purpose. I say save, but I always have a purpose. If I'm saving money, it's for a purpose. I'm specifically saving for specific things. I'm not just saving just to save. It has to be for a purpose. When I giving 10% of my money, I'm giving for a purpose. I'm giving because giving is important. And if you want to begin to attract resources, if you want to begin to start operating in the law of prosperity, it requires you to give and receive. So as you give, you receive. There's nothing wrong with giving. There's nothing wrong with receiving. It should be balanced. Some people just give and they don't want to receive. If somebody offered them a gift or offered them, they're like, oh, no, don't worry. That's a problem because you're cutting off your portion in the circulation and the flow of the money. So give 10%. I save 10%, give 10%, and I invest 10%. This is a way of organizing your funds properly. Now, let's say you have debt. I always tell people, if you have debt and you're trying to get off debt, I know you're going to pay your bills with your funds, but take an extra 10% and put it towards your debt to pay off the debt that you have. So that I wanted to share that with you when it comes to your finances and getting your finances in order. All right. Now, this has been great. I'm excited. I'm excited about all of the videos to come. I want to now encourage you to, well, first, before I do that, I gotta say the next video, I'm gonna share another video, so look out. Please make sure that you check your emails, that you make sure you watch the videos, watch all the videos, because you want to get all the information you can get to grow in your health, wealth, and love life. So the next video, I'm going to share my high performance daily routine. I'm going to share with you, and you're going to need to take notes. I'm going to share with you what I do every day to be successful in my business, in my health, in my finances, in my marriage, in my family. As a mother, I have 2 children. So how am I able to be successful and manage it all, manage businesses and all of that? I'm going to share my daily routine with you, and that's going to help you to begin to think of some things, because it's going to help you to elevate and grow and really accomplish the goals you want to accomplish in your life, starting now. Okay, so look out for that next video. Now, before we go, I want you, at the bottom, you can go ahead and write a comment on what you think about this video. So I want you to write down there in the comment section, just share what you liked about the video, what you learned, what questions you may have, and also what new habits you want to create in your life. What are some new habits you want to start doing? What do you want to start implementing? How do you want to grow? How do you want to see your life change? Write that down in the comment section. I'm going to look for it and connect with you there in the comment area. All right? So this has been fun. I'm excited. This is an amazing video. Just getting all of this out here. Some good information. I can't wait to give you the rest. So I'll see you next time. I want you to be blessed and prosperous and continue to elevate in all that you do. Until next time, be sure to check your emails. Don't forget to write the comment below. All right, see you later. Bye.